Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so I'm a bit late to the game on this one, and it's all down to Xavi, I might add. But yeah, I'm going to be unboxing and I'm going to be reviewing the 4K picture of Drive from Second Sight, and it comes in this absolutely beautiful deluxe edition. Now, like I said, yeah, Xavi were very late sending this out to me. Not only that, but it also came damaged. Now, I've said this in numerous videos. I was waiting for the day that I ordered something from Xavi that gets sold out, and I would get a damaged copy, and the day has finally come. It's heartbreaking to actually say that, you know, that when you're buying from a company that is just so unbelievably unreliable, like Xavi are. But look, it was either get it from Xavi or just don't get it at all. So I had to take a gamble on it. As ridiculous as that sounds, a gamble. Crazy. But yeah, it came through the door, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera here, but it does have a standy blade cut going across the spine of it. That definitely went out. That was sent out that way. That was definitely not done in postage. There's also a corner up here that got a bit damaged as well. I was able to kind of fix that a little bit. And there's also a crease along the top of it here, as well as the spine of it here. I think it was all crushed. But I was able to kind of just do a bit of work on it, and I got it looking, you know, half decent. Definitely not as pristine as I want it to be. But what happened was I contacted Xavi and I explained to them what was going on. I sent them the pictures as well. And they emailed me back saying they had the audacity to ask would I take 10%. I instantly refused that, saying that I want a replacement copy or my money back. Now, they wouldn't even acknowledge the replacement copy. So they sent me back another offer, which was 20%. So I kind of turned around and I said, look, if you want me to keep this, you're going to have to at least offer me close to 40%. And with that, they sent back, they offered me 30% off. So I started looking around, and these weren't available. They're gone. They're sold out everywhere. I think Second Sight are selling them. I can't buy it from Second Sight, unfortunately, because the delivery charge is too expensive. I think it's around €15. And then I'll also get a customs charge on this as well. So it'll be working out at way too much. So I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, 30% off. I got it looking as pristine as I can get it looking. It's not, like I said, not the best way, not as pristine, sorry, as I would like it to be. But yeah, 30% off. I think I did okay with it, so I stuck with it and kept it. And I have to admit, I watched it for the first time. This is the first time I've ever seen the movie, and what a great movie. It really is a great movie. I didn't think it was the movie that I thought I was getting. I thought I was getting something very similar to what maybe like Baby Driver. Definitely not that, but I have to admit I had a great time with it. Ryan Gosling and Carey Mulligan in this movie, both of them are fantastic in this movie, particularly Ryan Gosling. And yes, so it's a movie, you know, it's called Drive. You know, you're going to have some great driving segments in it. And I have to admit, for the most part, some of the action set pieces in it were quite brilliant. So all in all, I had a fantastic time with this movie. Again, like I said, was not the movie I was expecting, but I love when that happens. Really was a surprise, and I'm embarrassed that I've left it this long to see it now. But now it's out of the way, it's done now, and you know, I can appreciate it a bit more now, hopefully on my second viewing. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us around this box set. I'll give you a proper look at some of the damage on this, and yeah, I'll come back and I'll quickly talk about the 4K transfer. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so here we go, Drive. But before I do show you around the box, I have removed the card off it. And I'm just going to quickly show you that first because, yeah, I just want to kind of get through it. But I'll hold the card up quite close to the camera here so you can get a good look at all the features. And, of course, Second Sight being Second Sight, you knew there was going to be a lot of features. And they really have delivered. Look at that. It's an incredible amount of features. And then I'll scroll up here and give you a close look at the technical aspects there as well. So yeah, that is just a quick look at the J card. I just wanted to remove it because I want to be able to show this box set off properly. So here we go. And again, I think that when this first got announced, I'm almost positive that everyone fell in love with the artwork on this. It really does look quite amazing. So it is the scorpion that's on the back of his jacket. And I do love the way the kind of pink neon lights come from under the scorpion. It just looks amazing. And I have to admit, when I display it in my collection, I do have this facing out so I can see it. I just think it looks, yeah, it looks remarkable. So well done, Second Sight, on that. Yeah, really happy with it. So take us to the spine of it, and here's my first complaint. And as you can see there, that is the standy blade cut. And it's probably why I don't have this facing spine out, because I just don't want to see that. It really is a shame. And then just right in the corner here, you can see a bit more damage. But I have to admit, I've done a decent job in getting that corner looking good, because the whole thing was completely collapsed in. And I was able to push it out just enough, you know, to get it looking very decent, presentable, that is. So, yeah, I'd rather have it pristine, but again, it's a huge difference over when it first came through the door. So, yeah, that is the spine of it anyway, and that's the back of it, and it's just it's a director, something about I think a director, he's talking about the making of this movie. So, again, if you do want to pause it and have a read just yourselves, go ahead. Right, so we'll open this up then, and we'll show all the goodies that's inside. So let me put this. So it comes in this other box as well. It kind of has that kind of pink neon kind of colours, which is pretty cool. And yeah, remove everything out. And yeah, that's the... Yeah, it's just a simple little box. I think, do I see a bit of writing though? I think I see drive written across it. It is indeed. So yeah, quite nice that. So right, what will we start with first? Right, okay, we'll go with the postcards. And we'll see what we got with them. So yeah, I say it's probably, yeah, it is character cards. So yeah, it's all the cast of this movie. A great cast, you know, Bryan Cranston in there as well. I have to admit, when I seen him in it, I'm not a fan of that actor. I don't know what his name is, but I seen him in This Is 40, and he drove me insane in that movie. And when we seen him in this, we were kind of going, oh Jesus, no. But thankfully, he actually wasn't too bad in it. So yeah, that is a couple of the postcards that you do get with it. So I'll put them to a side. Then that brings us on to, you have the novel of Drive. So again, I'm not going to spend too much time with it, but again, I'm always saying this, it's just great to get different artwork through this entire set, and that's exactly what you do get. So yeah, that is the book you get with it. And then you got this other hardback book, which is quite amazing, and there's some weight to this book as well. But I'll quickly show you the cover, and as you can see, it's the hammer that he used during this movie. And again, they kind of kept up with that kind of, again, the pink neon lights coming from out from under the hammer, which is really is quite cool. And that's the spine of it there, and that's the back of it. So I'm going to open this up. I'll just quickly look through it. It really is a monster book. I haven't actually read it yet. I am going to get around to it, but wow, you just don't see that too often with sets like this. To get such a huge book. Absolutely amazing. Really, really is. Well done, Second Sight. And then that brings us on to the discs. And again, all different artwork again. Always great to see. There's nothing on the spine of it there. And that is the back of it. So open it up. And that is your 4K disc on the left and your Blu-ray on the right. And I'm going to just move the disc out to see if there's anything behind it. And there is nothing really, just a couple of scratchings, it looks like. I don't even know if that's coming up on the camera. I'll just let me take that the 4K disc out and see if there's anything behind that one. No, there's nothing there. So that is everything you get with it, folks. So you know, you have your discs there. You got this incredibly hard book you get. You've also got the novel. Then you have your postcards. And then you've got the box that's all housed in. Truly remarkable addition from Second Sight. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is everything inside this, and it really is a remarkable looking set. Definitely rivals what they've done with Dawn of the Dead, it has to be said. So, right, onto the 4K transfer, but before we do, let's go through some technical aspects first. It's got an aspect ratio of 239:1. It supports Dolby Vision and HDR. It's got a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. It's got a running time of 100 minutes, and it's a 2K upscale. Right, so what can I say about the picture quality? I suppose the first thing I will say is it's beautiful. It is a 2K upscale, and for the most part, it actually looks native. And that's a huge testament to the job the Second Sight have done on this release. It looks absolutely remarkable. But I have compared it to the Blu-ray release that you do get inside this box set. And I have to admit, when you do compare them side by side, I wouldn't call the 4K disc a monumental leap over that Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray does look beautiful. But I'm going to talk about what I did see when it comes to differences, and one of the biggest differences I've seen is the shadow detail. There is definitely a lot more detail on them shadows, no question about it. That's the first thing you will notice about it. The black levels, this film can be dark at times, and you want your blacks to be right, and for the most part they look beautifully inky, and yeah, absolutely perfect. There is some fine detail to be seen, but again, it's not a drastic leap over that Blu-ray. You will see it in the usual facial textures, clothing, interiors of buildings, exteriors, all that kind of stuff. The Dolby Vision is very natural looking. It's not, again, when you look at the previous Blu-ray, it's not a monumental leap over that Blu-ray. Just everything is just more refined now, and everything looks real natural, especially on the skin tones. Yeah, just have a very natural look to them. It does come with a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and for the most part it sounds absolutely fantastic. You know, it's not one of them movies that your overheads are going to get a walloping. But for the most part, you know, the overheads are there. They're more for kind of more ambient sounds. But again, you can't really complain. It is Drive, and they've done the best of what they could do, considering the movie itself. There is a great sense of separation with your speakers as well, and you do get a good sense of atmosphere, no question about it. So all in all, folks, I was really pleased with this movie. The film was great. The 4K transfer looks great. Not a monumental leap, like I said, over the Blu-ray, but I think you'll appreciate the subtle differences that actually are there. And the Dolby Atmos does sound amazing. So that is it, folks. That is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on this movie. And what did you think of its 4K transfer? And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.